Alright guys, so Ninja Andrew here. Today I'm going to be doing the Gotham Sewers solo challenge. So you can see here out by the sewers in Gotham. Hey, got Robin hanging out with me because he's a boss. Alright Robin, I'll catch you later, homie. Woot! So I will queue up and I will see you guys when I get back. Boom. The Gotham Sewers with Scarecrow. I breathed deeply. Oops. Oh wait, I didn't inhale. I swear. Alright, so basically, yeah, the first 6 guys there, they were hallucinations. You got the poisoner. I want to come down the hallway here. Here, if you're doing this on a lower level than I'm currently doing it, I'm probably a little bit overpowered for it right now. But if you were doing this on a lower level, you would kind of want to bring these guys maybe halfway down this hallway to about this point to fight them. The reason being is because if you do end up losing your health in the little fight with these two, if you're back far enough here, essentially the next 2 guys that spawn won't spawn instantaneously on you. You can see them there, they just spawned. If you were fighting these guys right next to them there, you can see my health and my power up in the top corner, they're filling back up again. That wouldn't be happening if I was still in combat. So it's the same sort of thing with these 2 guys, because there's actually another 2 that are gonna spawn in the exact same spot. So it's basically in your best interest, if you're a low level, just if you're planning on doing this without dying a bunch of times, you can see there you have to knock them out of their hallucination form before you can actually kill them. Oh, maybe they're gonna kill me. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to get a little bit away, just because if those guys do spawn, I don't even have colas loaded right now. There we go. So they spawn up. I'm going to wait for my health to come back. The true challenge of the solo challenge mode. Patience. Woot. If you see them do it, like, if you know the combos in the game, you see them doing their triangle attacks, like that guy doing that one there, throw your square attack on him. That way you're going to stun them, potentially do a little bit more damage. See if I can do it. Gotta know what combo is coming. Boom. Alright, so that's the first, like, those are the first main enemies that you're gonna have to deal with in here. Right now it'll be clear for a little bit. I tend to like doing this with the barrels, just tossing them straight down the hallway. If you have trouble lining up a throw, just think about it this way. Line up the middle of the screen with where you want it to throw and run your character in that direction, and then just toss it. It'll go down the hall. The better you get at lining up the center of the screen and where you're running towards while you're carrying it, the better you can get at throwing it straight. It'll help later. There's certain objectives where you gotta like carry the crystal back to the point or whatever, and it just makes it easier if you know how to throw. So here we go. Throw without having something that you're targeting, essentially. A lot of these guys, or that first wave is going to be hallucinations. You want to take these barrels in one at a time. because it's going to spawn guys every time. So here we go. You can see that it spawned some more enemies there. They'll come down the hallway. This group are actual enemies. So you do not want to fool around thinking that they're going to be a bunch of hallucinations. You have to work with these enemies to get through them. You can see I'm barely making it through with my health. I could be coaling and get through no problem, but this is just to show people, you know what I mean? How to do it, no cola, no nothing. That it's possible. Now here I am, I'll throw myself some power over time, wait for my power to fill up a little bit. Just before I go in and fight Eddie and Edward. Not that they're too difficult, just don't want to run in with less than half of my power. So here they are. Come on, Edward. Basically, you do want to concentrate your efforts on one of them. Doesn't matter which, just one of them first. And if you can, avoid getting damaged by the other one as much as possible. One down makes it much easier to deal with the second one. Boom. So that's Edward and Eddie. Mini boss, sort of the halfway point of the challenge. Got some boots and a hanging cargo net. You can see here there's a collection piece. Sometimes they'll throw the treasure chest in this little corner here. I'll also check another couple spots here. That's the boss gate to go onto there. Over here, sometimes they'll hide the treasure chest behind this pillar. I will go into the boss area now. The rest of this fight is essentially this boss fight. And he's supposed to have minions standing next to him, but I don't actually see them. That's been a glitch for this game for a long time. Okay. There we go. Another thing about this particular boss fight, there are 3 health barrels, one here, one by that pillar there, you can see it, and there's also another one behind over there, like that. So there's more than enough health in here to get you through it. You can see here, that's the gate I came in from. The treasure chest, that's the last hiding spot for it. Okay, so there's a feat here, Killer Croc. Every time you kill one of them, you have to make sure that you hit the activation symbol on him before he gets back up again. And you also have to make sure if Batwoman knocks out any of them, that you also make sure to hit that on them before they get back up again. If you can do it for all of them, you will get a feat. And that's the feat in here. Come on. It's a little bit tough to do them. You do sort of want to avoid getting hit by the other crocs. So maybe positioning yourself so that the ones like this guy that's still up is on the opposite side of the croc you're trying to capture on, just to give you that little bit of distance so he can't hit you, will help you. So that was it. Now he's got his terror crows. Basically, it's a good idea. Like, I love having the martial arts weapon for these enemies because of the spread effect when I throw, that I end up hitting a lot of them with a little bit of the side damage. So it just takes care of them a lot quicker than if you have to fight them all one by one. At least it's not quite as much work. Because I've tried playing this with like hand blasters and rifles and all sorts of different weapons before, and I think this is the best one for it. So here we have the Bat Family hallucinations. Doesn't really matter what order you take them out in, or like really, like, Batwoman can sort of handle herself here for quite some time, so you do want to generally keep an eye on her, but these guys are really easy to take out. Although if they're hallucinations, it makes me wonder what I'm really fighting, you know? Alright, so he's going to turn into the Terror Crows again. I do like also having a barrel on the Terror Crows. Just because if there's anything that you want to be able to spam moves on, it's the Terror Crows while they're all bunched up together. Just because it'll get rid of them way quicker. And also, like, it's not the worst challenge mode in the world, but I would suggest, if you're thinking of getting through this one without dying, you might want to wait a little bit till you have some decent armor. Be at least tier 3-ish to do it, because it's a rough one. At least for a controller. To get through without dying, you have to be very careful and know what you're doing. For the rest of this fight, because he's already done the Killer Crocs, the Bat Family, like, all of his other modes are pretty much just very standard attack style modes. With nothing too complicated with them, so basically don't worry about using the health barrels whenever you want just to power through. As you can see, it does take a little bit of work to get through the Terror Crows, even with area of effect attacks and weapons that have a spread. Pistols wouldn't be bad for those Terror Crows either. You'd be able to take them while out, just standing there holding triangle. Like, he doesn't actually do anything that's, like, gonna damage you, or he's not like the hardest boss in the game. There's just many stages you have to go through to beat him. Not bad though. It's almost done. I'm thinking that after I beat this group of Terror Crows, he'll probably spawn the final version of him. There might be one more set that I can't remember. Oh yeah, here we go. No gas, eh, Scarecrow? So he spawns. He's got his minions. He'll always spawn at the door there. The fight will be over the second that you defeat him. And these enemies will disappear, so it doesn't really matter what order you do stuff in. I like to, when I'm doing this, I like to kill everybody. That's just me though. And then there we go. Get your loot drop. Arrest the scarecrow. Alright guys, so really easy, quick and dirty Gotham Sewers. That's a tier 2 solo challenge, and we will have more tier 2 and tier 3 solo challenges coming up in the weeks to come. So thank you for joining me. Join me again next time for more epic adventures, and we'll see you guys again next time.